Hey Lee, how's it going? This is Devin from SEO Dallas, Texas. I'm just making you this short, quick little custom video on how you can beat your competition online, including Call Milestone and Berkey's. Um, it's just free education what I'm doing here, so if you want to take this information yourself and just apply it to your own website and make it better and start taking their clients, by all means do that. If at the end of this video you see that I know what I'm doing and you know I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve and I can help bring you the business you want, just contact me. I'll show you my website at the end of this and we can get to business together. But without further ado, what I'm going to talk to you about today are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So content is the first thing that Google looks at when they crawl your website to rank you organically. And just looking at your website, it's a good looking site, obviously. I don't know if you did this yourself or if you paid someone. Oh, Scorpion. Okay, so you paid Scorpion. They made your web design beautiful. It looks really, really good. As far as content goes, you're only sitting at about 1,100 to 1,200 words on this front page. For an authoritative site, you're going to want at least 1,500 words. So that's what Google's going to look at to make you an authoritative site. So I would just start adding some more words in here. And then as far as the pictures, what the pictures are saved as, let's see. It should be save image as. You're going to want to also change your image names to things that are buyer intent keywords, such as like Addison Plumbing, Addison Plumbing Company, Addison Plumber, stuff like that. But that'd be the first thing for your content. Looking at your competition, you have Call Milestone. These guys have a lot of traffic coming in. You're already beating them with content, so you're beating them on that point. So no worries there. And then if you look at Berkey's, their content, they're probably closer to about 1,500 words on their front page. So get your content up to about 1,500 words. It's going to help bring you in the right direction, and it's going to help Google's crawlers see you as an authoritative site. And that'll be the first thing you do. And also change your pictures to buyer intent keywords. Now, the next thing is going to be citations. So citations are anywhere on the internet where you're going to see basically where a directory lists your company's full name, its address, and its phone number. And that's how Google verifies that you have like a local trustworthy site, and that's what puts you on Google My Business right here, this Google Map Pack ranking. And so I'm seeing you're coming in the second spot here, which is good. It's always better to just put a little space cushion around it. And so to find out your citations, I use a tool called WhiteSpark. You can use it yourself. It costs about $80 a month, but it's a way to check in the background and see what people are doing or see what companies are getting as far as citations. So looking at yours, you have 9 citations here from these different areas. I would bump that up. My clients don't start anywhere below 60, but if I were you, I'd get that up to about 120 just to give yourself a nice space cushion around. Make sure that anyone else who does try to take over your spot has a much harder time doing it. It'll take them a couple years. You'd want to get it close with these guys, which are also in the map pack, GFP Plumbing. They're at 62. So to be frank, you're probably going to want to get up to about 120 citations. That's going to be the best way to make sure that you pass GFP, you hold that number 1 spot, and no one ever does pass you in the future. The last thing I'm going to talk about is backlinks. And backlinks are how Google really determines if you're a trustworthy website, because in Google's eyes, it's like a popularity contest. And so what they do is they will look for other websites that have a lot of power in your niche, and they'll point it back to you. So you're going to get a lot more power and a lot more of an effect from like another authoritative plumbing website pointing at you versus like a Pizza Hut website pointing at you, right? So if we want to see yours, this is Ahrefs. This is a tool I use also just to see the back end of what Google sees on websites. It costs about $1,000 a month, but it allows me to see all these tools. So it looks like over the past 3 months, your website has been steadily declining, which means you're probably losing traffic over time, which is not a good thing to see. But your referring domains has gone up, and your referring pages has gone up. So I don't know if you're paying someone to do this for you, but they aren't giving you much power, okay? You do have a high trust rating, but the power coming from the links that you're getting is very low. So you have 1.2 thousand backlinks and a really small amount of referring domains. You're just going to want to make sure that the links you add in the future are going to be links that have to do with plumbing. They're actually like part of your niche, and they're very high power. You want something closer to like a 1-to-1 ratio. If you're adding links that have very low power rating and a high trust rating, just like this, you're not going to bring much more power to yourself, which is not going to help you rank. If you want to look at your competitors, Call Milestone, they're right at that 1-to-1 ratio, that golden ratio, and they only have about 90 more referring domains than you. So you're going to want to shoot for at least 90 more referring domains that are within your niche. With the big disparity you have here, I would probably add another 100, 150, maybe 200, just to make sure you can catch up and get close to that 1-to-1 ratio they have, because you're going to want to beat them, because the difference in traffic is pretty huge. You're getting about 67 people a month. These guys are getting about 2,600 people a month. And then if you look at Berkey's, they're even higher. They're getting about 5,700 a month. And again, their domains are at 800. So if I were you, I would just add on another 800 referring domains. Try to stay close to that 1-to-1 ratio so you can get that power and you can take over that #1 spot. Because that #1 spot, and Google is obviously getting a ton of traffic, which equals a ton of money for you. Okay? So that's really it. That's just my basic little game plan for you to help boost your website. These are things that I'd recommend for you if you wanted to go get this taken care of and start taking the clients that your competitors are already taking. That's the way you do it. If you want to do this yourself, by all means, that's great. If you want me to help you out with it and you see that I can, I know what I'm talking about, you can check out my website and you can also come just give me a call. But here it is, SEODallasTexas.com. You can give us a call at 214-441-6737. And you can also email me at devin@SEODallasTexas.com. But either way, looking forward to hearing from you, and have a great day.